Maybe it helped get my. There we go. Hi out there. I hope you're having a good day. Um, I'm having a pretty good day. I didn't get to go walk with my aunt this morning because, well, it was pretty cold and kind of slick out there, but it's not bad. It's the sun's shining now, and I haven't turned on my ring light. I'm not sure I'm going to need it from where I'm sitting. So we're going to get right into this. We have what's called an Ollie's. It's one of those, if you don't have one, it's one of those buyout places, where they buy everybody else's stuff that maybe didn't sell or it was overstocked or whatever. And sometimes they get in some really good yarns or some really nice yarns. Um, the acrylic stuff. Haven't really seen much of 100% wools or silks or anything you would find at your local yarn shop, or the nicer yarn what some of the nicer online yarn shops carry. But they do get some nice stuff. So I have two big bags full. He let me get 26 skeins of yarn. That was four of each thing that I saw. They didn't have it all out, so I was a little disappointed at Ollie's because it was still in boxes and not put out on the shelf. But I, being who I am, I opened up a few of the boxes that were on top and found some pretty yarns in there as well. So I got them. There's more, and I'm hoping that maybe he'll take me back on Sunday and let me buy more. They were $2.99 a piece, but I had a coupon for 15% off of my total order, so that made them $2.54 a piece. Now, we all know what yarn cost, and we all know that, some of this I'm going to show you was more than $5 each, even though they say that they sold for, $5 or so. I'm going to pull one. I got 6 of one because they had not put them out. These were in the boxes. They weren't even marked yet. They were still in plastic bags. So these were individual $2.54, but I got 6 of these. And it is the Red Heart Unforgettable. And it is in colorway Rainforest. They say it's a medium 4. I guess, yeah, I'd say a light. Oops. I wouldn't call that a... Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I saw somebody outside my window. I would say that's a medium 4. Excuse my fingernails. I've been doing things today. I didn't realize they were yucky looking. I thought I had them cleaned out. I'm sorry. Nobody wants to see yucky fingernails. So this is a 4-weight J hook, or 6mm or 10, however you want to look at it. And then it calls for a 5mm or a US 8 needle. And of course it's machine washable, machine dryable. What else can I tell you? Oh yeah. Well, this said rainforest, and then it says parrot. I don't know. Oh, that's what the scarf was done in. 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, or 270 yards, 246 meters. So, Red Heart Unforgettable for $2.99, or in my case, $2.54. And I got 6 of those. Y'all, I have the best husband ever. Let me tell you. Then I got 4 of the Red Heart Super Saver. There's the price tag, $2.99. Of course, I paid $2.54. And this is Bluebell. Of course, it's a 4-weight, 3.5 millimeter hook or US I-9, 5 millimeter or 8 US knitting needle. Most of us know what the Red Heart Super Saver is. Of course, it's 100% acrylic. 7 ounces, 198 grams, 364 yards or 333 meters. Y'all, for $2.99. Of course, or I should be saying $2.54. I'm telling you. Of course, their tag says their price $3.77, but we know that's not true anymore. Everything has gone up 4 of those. Then I saw this Burnett Premium. See the sparkles, aren't they pretty? Burnett Premium. Let me see if I can figure out where everything is. Of course, it's 100% acrylic. Spring Green Sparkle. I'll probably do Christmas ornaments out of this since it is a sparkly. Well, actually, it's 97% acrylic, 3% metallic. Of course, it's a 4-weight. It calls for a 5 millimeter or US 8 knitting needle, a 5 millimeter or a US H8 hook. Let me see if I can find how much it's 5 ounces, 142 grams, or 258 yards, 236 meters. Yeah, 4 of these as well. Let's see. Now, y'all, roll with it, sparkle. $2.99. Of course, they say the price was $5.49, but we all know. 97% acrylic, 3% other fibers, 5.29 ounces or 150 grams, 561 yards or 513 meters. It is calls for a 5 millimeter H8 hook, and I'm not seeing anything on here. Oh, here we go. Of course, we know it's a 4-weight, 5 millimeter or an 8 US knitting needle, machine washable, dryable, do not iron, and I have no clue what that triangle on there means. But that's, let's see, this one, I don't think I told you what it's machine washable, machine dryable, I believe. Should be. Yeah, machine washable and dryable. Do not iron. Of course, you don't want to add heat to acrylic anyway because, well, that just would not be a good thing to do. And then I also got 4 of the Burnett Premium Purple. Purples. I love purple. Purples, blues, blue greens, blue reds. Those are my favorite colors. Of course, it's a worsted weight calls for a 5 millimeter US 8 knitting needle, 5 millimeter H8 hook. Of course, it's machine washable and dryable. Again, do not iron it. 7 ounces, 198 grams, 360 yards or 329 meters. And what is the colorway? It's called Deep Purple. And it is. It's gorgeous. 4 of those. 4 again. $2.54 for me. And then, y'all, Red Heart Soft. This stuff is so soft. And it, of course, is a 4 medium. Calls for a 5.5 millimeter I-9 hook or a 5 millimeter 8 US knitting needle. Of course, it's machine washable and dryable. Of course, don't use an iron on it. And 5 ounces, 141 grams. There we go. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to find it. Wine is the colorway. They may have covered up. Let me see if I can find another one of mine. Uh-huh. Yeah, this is really interesting. Of course, it's 100% acrylic. And, here we go. Yeah, the other one was covered up. It's 5 ounces, 141 grams. I said that before. 256 yards or 234 meters, I guess, because it's still covered up a little bit with the price tag. This was not a bad haul. Remember, I got 4 of every color except for the unforgettable, which I got 6 because they had not unpackaged it, and I was not going to unpackage it just to get 3 in a bag and then 1 extra. And my husband was okay with that. And I am pretty daggone sure that had I wanted to, I could have gotten a whole lot more. And as a matter of fact, I'm thinking, and I'm hoping, like I said before as well, that when we go back down to Salem on Sunday, now Salem, Virginia is about a half hour away from me. And I try not to make that trip too often because, well, the interstate to get there is no fun. But we can go a back way, and that's okay. I don't have a need to go down, so I'm not going to go down until I have to go down. My husband and I are both amateur radio operators, and he's a licensed volunteer examiner, so he gets to go and give the exams for those who want to become uh, amateur radio operators or hams. And they get that from when the sailors were heavy fisted on the Morse code. They were heavy fisted. They just beat and bang on it. So a little snafu with the pressure I was making. I ran out of yarn. And they don't make that yarn anymore. And I have resorted to begging and pleading for that yarn. It is kind of saddened me. It's a 75% wool, 25% acrylic, and it's a pink. And to be honest, I can't remember the name of it, but it was by Universal. Aw, I don't remember the name, and I don't have my thing here to do anything about it. So that's, it's really irritating. I'm hoping maybe somebody will, or maybe I can find a pink that'll match it close enough that I can just finish it out with whatever I can get my hands on. Have you ever done that? I'm only 22 rows away from being finished. Have you ever done that? Ever got that close and not be able to finish it? And they don't make that colorway or that yarn anymore? Yep, I looked on Ravelry. The only thing I haven't done is contacted the company to see if maybe they would know where I could find some. And I may contact Universal today and do that because I need it. I need it. I don't want to take that out. So, I hope that you're having a wonderful day. Leave me a message below. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know what you've made with the yarns that I've shown you. If you've made anything with them. Maybe give me some ideas on what to make. I'm always looking for that. I know some things I can make with them. And some of it may be turned into donation items because I do that. I think I might have mentioned it before. I belong to Helping Hands, which is a local group that makes and donates things to those that could use them. I won't say to the needy because we don't necessarily donate to the homeless. We do, but not just them. We also donate to our cancer center. We donate to our foster care. And our foster care, I don't know if it's everywhere or not, but our foster care not only takes care of babies and children and teens, they also take care of the elderly who may not have anybody. So we make things for different groups, and we're not a big group, but boy, do some of these girls, I tell you what, they crank it out. Of course, a lot of them are crocheting, and crocheting goes a little bit faster than knitting. I'm not a fast knitter, but I do work on making things. My husband even donates. He crochets soap sacks, and there is believe it or not, a big demand for it. So he crochets soap sacks, and as he gets them done, as he gets 2 or 3 done, he'll give them to me, and I'll take them in. He actually, we also own rental. Well, his dad owned rental property down. We own some of it, and his brother owns some of it. And one of the renters works with the veterans, and he asked Ben for some, and so Ben whipped him up a big bunch of them, and he said they love them. They don't necessarily use them for soap sacks, but they use them to carry little stuff in, which I thought was kind of cute. But at least they're getting used, and they're made out of cotton. They're um, his own pattern. He just made a pattern up and went with it. So don't ask me. I don't know. I don't know what he does. And but that's his way of giving. He works. I don't work. I guess, I've worked most of my life. This kind of just gotten into me chatting with you. I don't really mean to do that, but I worked from the time I was probably about 7. I would not all the time, but I would help my dad out. Sundays after church or during the week after schools, I would pump gas. Because back then, way back when, you pumped the gas for people. And then when they started switching over to self-service, people didn't know how to do their own gas. Or, the ladies didn't do their own gas. And the gentlemen, they would show up. Well, they would be in their suits. Yeah, people used to really wear suits to their jobs. And so I thought it was great to go out and pump gas for the ladies and the well dressed men. And they thought it was cute that a little 7-year old was coming out to pump their gas, especially a girl. And then he bought the gentleman out and moved it across the street. And I was a little bit older then. I was probably more like 11. And I learned how to stock shelves, clean shelves, run a cash register. And folks, I don't mean the scan it and it rings it up for you. I mean, you looked at the price tag and you punched these big numbers. And then you looked for the taxes and you punched the tax button and punch in the numbers. And then you hit the big total button and it would ring it up and you'd tell people how much they owed and they would hand you the money and it didn't necessarily mean the exact change. So you had to count change back. So I learned to count change back from a penny up. They need to teach that. I know not everybody uses money anymore, but it would help some math. And I learned how to make hot dogs and barbecues and made sandwiches and put them in the cooler. And I learned to slice meats. I did it all. And then he closed shop, sold it when I was about 19. He and my uncle decided they were done with that. And I went on from there and did a lot of other jobs. And now I get to enjoy just being at home or being out and about and going and knitting and making things for those who need or just making things for those I want to make things for. Oh, I don't know if I said anything. I've got 2 great nephews coming. One in April, one in May. And then a friend of ours, her son is expecting a little boy. Well, he's not, of course. His significant other, I don't know if he's married or if they're dating, but they're expecting a boy. And then another friend of mine, well, acquaintance. Let me take that. An acquaintance of mine, she asked me to make some things for a baby girl that's coming. She's an adopted grandmother, and that should be a pay job though. Um, So I'll be sharing. I've started the other prayer shawl for the sister or for the daughter of the mother that I'm making the prayer shawl that I don't have enough yarn for. Uh, but enough whining. I want you to know that you are loved and cared for. And please, if you need to talk, let me know. Um, Suicide's not the answer. We all get tired. I know you don't want to hear that. Um, but we do. We all get tired. We all get frustrated. We all have things in our lives that, we have to deal with that we don't want to deal with. Um, and maybe it does seem like it's too much to handle. But I want you to know I'm here for you. I will listen to you. Just let me know and we can talk. So, have a blessed day and you are loved. Bye.